So Cisco, can you tell us about the branded dollar promotion that you came up with at your credit union?
I struggled for a long time with promotion events and trying to figure out how to engage members or potential members. And generally speaking, most people still, consumers, as you engage with them, they don't really know what a federal credit union is. They never really heard of us, or they still need education for that. And so what I found is we still have a lot of work to do on educating people, but how do you get them to sort of stop long enough to actually intake that information? And one of the best ways that I found, and it was a lot of trial and error, and I definitely was one of those guys that bought went to the convention hall at the marketing council and found out all the vendors that would be happy to put their logo on a pen or highlighters or swag, and I found that was expensive. It was very temporary in its impression. And I thought, I'm going to do better. I'm going to try to, I'm not going to get a Frisbee with our logo on it that's going to be, put on a shelf after, a few minutes. I'll try to get better stuff. But I still realized it was really expensive. And so I thought, okay, there's got to be a better solution for this. And I really had to have a sort of a long pause about that. And what are we as a financial institution? We're a financial institution, but we don't have things that are sexy like Apple Computer does when you walk into an Apple store and you have the iPhone and the iPads, and it's very nice sort of hardware. We don't really have that as a financial institution. We really comment on our service and other things. So I thought, well, wait a minute, we're a financial institution. Why don't we just give money away? And so came up with a number of promotions that really it's $1, and I put a sticker on it, and that sticker says a message and so I have a lot. So this is a version here. This one says, "There's more where this came from, get more for your money." And it's a conversation starter. So the idea is, Bill, I don't know you, but hey, would you like a free dollar? We're not a bank that charges fees. We actually give money back to our members, better rates and lower fees. So here's a sample of our product. And you can hopefully get into a conversation. This is another version I did for another credit union, and it has the difference of the credit union versus bank. And so it's a message, but it only costs $1, but it's a stopper. It stops people in their tracks, and they really are like, wait, I'm getting money? You're giving this to me? Yeah, and it's like, it's a real dollar. You can spend it. I don't recommend all at the same place, but, you just peel it off. And for whatever reason, they don't even really peel it off. They're just so amazed that they've got $1. And I thought, wow, I've never seen that kind of reaction from a highlighter that I've ever given. They usually just want to grab as many as they can and sort of take it, and they don't really care. So this is really one of the most effective engagement tools that I've ever sort of happened to stumble upon. It's so appropriate for a credit union in our messaging. It's an opportunity to really sit with or stand with somebody and engage with them. It's really ideal in sort of a trade show type environment or maybe a college campus, and you can get people and you can engage with them. I don't necessarily know that you do it in a branch, but I'll give you some metrics. When I first started doing event booths at colleges, maybe I'd get 10 members, and like the Bank of America and the Wells and the other credit unions, we'd all get a few members out of those efforts. No joke, we would get between 400 and 600 members at the same events when we started doing stuff like this, and then all the banks wanted to figure out what are they doing over there, and it's like, well, we smile and we really engage. So this is one of my favorite tools, and I do recommend, though, that if you're going to do it, don't get the really sticky. I did that on a batch, and it was a real pain in the butt to get it off. So think of Post-it notes. There's a 3M like Post-it notes stickiness that it's real easy. Like this has been on here forever, and it's just really easy to come on and off. That's the idea.
That's great.
Yeah.